Hey witches, welcome back to the channel. This is Hectaria. Oh my gosh. Blooper. I'm not editing that out. When I edit my videos on my phone lately, it's been doing that lagging thing. In the second half, like whatever I edit, in the second half it will usually do like a lagging thing from the visual and the audio. So I'm leaving in the bloopers this time around, but I kind of want to do, there's going to be a main topic to this video. It's going to be about demons, but I do want to give like a little bit of a sort of an update, I guess, on a couple topics. Well, first of all, I'm not doing a tarot reading for this week, obviously. I'm kind of giving my third eye a rest from just all of the psychic mess that I've had to deal with lately. So, yes, I'm doing that this week. I just felt like it was needed, which I do at times. Feel like I need to do like a psychic rest and recharge period, and kind of just processing if I've been dealing with a lot of things in life, so that doesn't cloud my readings for other people or for all of you when I do the general readings on YouTube. So that is what I'm doing right now. And I'm sorry if you can hear the lawnmower outside. Of course, they start doing it right when I sit down to record the video. Like I said, I'm not editing this video though. I'm not gonna risk that lagging thing. But so that's the first update. I'm not doing a reading. I'm doing a third eye cleansing period because I have been dealing with sort of family drama and issues over the last several months, and I've tried not to let that affect me as far as the readings that I do for other people and stuff, but I feel like I need to do a cleansing period and a detox period, and I have been doing that off and on over the past few months, but I felt like I needed it again since things have sort of come to an end with the family drama and issues. I'm doing like a final detoxing, cleansing, and letting that all get out of my psyche basically and heal from that at a subconscious level, and then I will proceed with the readings and stuff. I'm probably just going to take this week though. It really does not take that long if I just do it. So anyway, that's what I'm doing this week. I really started like last week, truly, after I did the reading for YouTube on Sunday. After that time, I've not done any client readings or anything since then. So I've really already been doing it for a week, but I'm going to finish off this week probably, and then continue with readings and stuff. So anyway, that's not really interesting to you all, I'm sure, but I just wanted to kind of explain, that's why there's no reading for this week on the channel. And if you're waiting on a reading from me and you paid for one or whatever and you're a client and stuff, I will get to it, but I have to make sure that I am cleansed psychically so that it's not filtering anything from my personal life into the reading somehow. Okay, because that can happen. Even to the best of us, it can happen at times. So I just try to make sure that I don't do it at all costs. Now, that's not the point of this video. The next update I kind of want to talk about is my dreadlocks. So, if you all saw the previous video, I did start them this weekend, and I just wanted to say, like, automatically, in that video where I showed you all doing it, whatever, I basically said, like, it put me into an altered state of consciousness, just the practice of doing the dreads. It's similar to if you've ever created a piece of art and you really get into the flow of it, you kind of go into an altered state of consciousness where it's just very much almost feels mechanical, like it's a creative trance. It's similar, like if you have ever done braiding, like if you braided someone's hair or your own hair, or if you've braided cords together, or you have weaved, or even sewing, or just anything like that. It sort of puts you in an altered state of consciousness. And it actually reminds me of, that's one of the methods of putting yourself into an altered state of consciousness. What you had with Sadir in Norse shamanism, they use a distaff, which is like a spindle type thing for spinning cotton into thread and yarn and things like that. And that was one of their main tools, almost like a wand in some regards. But honestly, I really think that they were just probably spinning cotton into thread and going into a trance state, because there's not much historical documentation on what actually their methods were in any kind of in-depth way. But I think that's what it was about. They have the stereotypical thing of the old witch with one of those spinning wheels that you sit at, also once again spinning thread or yarn or something. And it's like you go into this trance when you're doing stuff like that, or at least you can if you have the inclination to do so. So that's pretty much what I was doing when I was doing my dreadlocks. I went into a sort of a trance state, sort of a visionary state even. That's sort of what it led into for me when I was doing it, and that has lingered with me. That's the point of why I'm doing an update on it. Having the dreadlocks in, I feel like in some kind of a way it binded, like cord magic or knot magic, because dreadlocks very much are tying knots in your hair. And I was in that altered state of consciousness doing it, and I feel like it sort of bound that energy into my hair. I know that might sound weird, but I feel like it was a form of knot magic or cord magic in some kind of way, because ever since I did my hair, I have been, it's like my psychic faculties have supercharged and really opened up. I don't know if this is also just a coinciding with the fact that I did for the whole past week do a psychic third eye cleansing for the whole week previous to the Sunday when I did my dreads, but that might be part of it. But I do feel like it's probably all interconnected anyways, because nothing is coincidence. So I feel like it just supercharged my psychic abilities once more. And also I have noticed a sort of increase in magical energy and power as well. I feel like that's also related to, because whenever you're super psychic and in tune with the energies and stuff, that does increase your power as well anyway. But I just feel like it's all interrelated, and that's sort of the little bit of an update. I've been noticing things and objects moving around me, like being pulled towards me. Once again, if you saw my previous video about physical mediumship and telekinesis and stuff like that, and the updates I did on that, objects have started moving towards me again, just like in the past couple days since I did my dreadlocks. Like immediately that night, my psychic senses just kept flowing, and I kept getting spirit communications and stuff like that coming in, and I noticed objects moving. Once again, it hasn't been controlled though, like consciously controlled. It's sort of just happening like it was in the first place when I shared those experiences before. I'm just lighting an incense real quick. I put it out too early. But, so that's sort of the update on that. I've noticed an increase in things, which is basically one of the main reasons why I wanted to do dreadlocks, is because of the spiritual significance of it. It increases your power when you put your hair in a primal, natural state. You know, and I think that the knots have a lot to do with that in the altered states, like I was saying. So that's the update on that. It's not very much, but it is a noticeable update and change I've noticed since doing it just a couple days ago. So the next thing I want to share is I got a KII EMF reader. So I got this for doing, when I start doing my seance, physical mediumship, hybrid evocations, combining those two practices together with this thing, this glass dome display thing from what they use in the skull experiments, or similar to what they use in the skull experiments. Theirs was bigger, and they drilled a hole in the bottom to just have like a hole from the outside into the dome. But Hecate told me not to do that, so I'm not drilling a hole in mine. However, I'm not done with this. I am going to wood burn into the inner circle of wood some different symbols and sigils that Hecate is going to channel to me. She has not given me the symbols yet. I haven't sat down to do it, but I do know that that is going to be part of this, and also inscribing our wood burning spells around the perimeter of the wood too. So I will be doing all of that as well. And once again, that's for the sort of seance, evocation, hybrid ritual experiments that I'm going to be doing that I've talked about already. And I will be using the KII EMF reader to just kind of capture evidence from that aspect. I got this from eBay. It was like $60, and it came like within 3 days of ordering it. Like, it was shipped super fast from Florida. Make sure that if you want to get one of these, make sure that you get the Ghost Augustine brand. They're the only one that's like official made in, they're all made in Augustine, Florida, or redistributed from there. They're made in America though, for sure. And you can see it says made in the USA, St. Augustine, Florida. And there's like lots of knockoff fake ones from other countries and stuff. So make sure that you get this one that's proper made and stuff like that, if you get one. But it comes with this like little printout paper just sort of explaining it. And all of that. It measures from 30 hertz to 20,000 hertz. And the other like knockoff ones only measure from 30 hertz to 300 hertz. So this one collects the most broad range of EMF. And that's really what you want, you know, for these entities and spirits to communicate through something like this, or fluctuate the energy fields around you. You know, the more broader the spectrum range that you have to measure, the more likely, you know, because we don't know which range that the spirits use, or the different spirits might affect different ranges of the electromagnetic fields. Another reason I got this though, and I've been wanting to get one, is for measuring my own electromagnetic fields when I'm doing rituals and magic and tapping into psychic communication and stuff. I wanted to see if there would be any fluctuations from my aura, from my energy field when I'm doing stuff like this. So I will be using it for both purposes. I'll just turn it on right quick just to show y'all. At the basic level, it just stays on the green light indefinitely, but you'll notice spikes, and it will like spike up and stuff when different energies are at work. So obviously there's nothing right now. But I will, once again, experiment with that and probably show on camera when I do different things and stuff once I start getting results. So that was just a quick little update on that, letting y'all know like where that's heading and stuff. And then the main meat and bulk of this video is going to be about demons. You know what? I'm just going to do that separately. This video was just the updates, and then I'll do a video with just that topic next.